What's going on, guys? Another short video tonight. Just a video on my settings for my night POVs. I use the GoPro Hero 10 Black. I've had a few messages recently asking what settings I use for night POVs. It's covered in fingerprints at the moment, and it's currently got the door off because I use the medium mod as well. Get into it. I've got a couple of other settings that I use for like daytime, ones that I've got for filters that go on the end, just ND filters, but I'm just going to go through the night ones tonight. I've also got one that I use to cut my hair, because I get this on a selfie stick, hook it into a microphone stand, and then I screen mirror it to my iPad on the bathroom sink, and I just fucking shave my head like a dickhead, but it works. Alright, so between 4K and 5K, I don't find there's much difference in video quality, especially at night time. Sometimes I use it through the day, but at night I just go 4K, 24 frames a second. 24 frames means you can have your shutter speed open for longer, which lets in more light. Lens, I use Super View. Gets more of your environment. It'll get the camera in more if you've got it lower or higher, and it gets rid of the micro vibrations. Hyper Smooth I have on boost, which doesn't always work too well at night time, so it doesn't matter too much, but I just always have it set to boost. Scheduled capture is off. Durations no limit. Hindsight's off. All this stuff doesn't really matter. Time is off. Zooms ×1. ProTune. The bitrate I have is high. Always want to be getting as much information in the SD card as possible. Shutter speed I always have double whatever the frame rate is, so it's 1/48. EV compensation, NA, white balance. This is where I've just changed it up recently. I haven't actually done a video with the new setting yet. I've been using native, and it just turned out real warm, so I want to go white balance 32K 3200K, sorry, and just see if it gives me like a moody blue, like almost like a cyberpunky type of vibe. I find that you can't really edit too much night GoPro footage. It just falls apart too quickly. So I've set the color to vibrant. I have been using flat previously and trying to do a small edit, but it just turns to shit. So for this one that I've just changed to is vibrant, 3200 Kelvin. ISO min is 100 and ISO max is 800. I find again 1600 just falls apart too quick. Sharpness medium, you can always add that in later. Raw audio is off. As I said, I use a medium mod, so I have an external microphone plugged into that, so this audio stuff doesn't really matter. Medium mod, camera mics, wind, auto, all that kind of stuff I don't worry about. And then the shortcuts, I don't think I've ever used them. If you're interested, I've got lower left is lens, lower right is zoom, upper left is slow-mo, and upper right is hyper smooth. But as I said, it's easy enough to just go through the settings to change your settings. I don't think I've ever used them. If you're wondering, the Hero 10 it's a good little camera. You know, it's a small sensor. It's not the best for night footage, but you know, unless you're going to be walking around with like an A7 III or an A6400 strapped to your chest, I think this is one of the better ones out of the action cameras. So I would definitely recommend it. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot of difference between the 9 and 10. From the stats I've looked at, they're not too different. This does have a more powerful chip in it, but that's all for this video, guys. If you've got any better settings, let us know down in the comments and I'll try it out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.